Morning. Yeah. Turn me up. Here we go. Good morning. Yeah. All right, welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 20,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overriding goal of planning our trades in advance. Why would we do that? Because trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Ni hao ma. The cameras are funny. Anyway, it's good to see you. How are you doing? What do you want to cover? Let me know in the chat. Let me know what currency pairs or commodities or stock indices you want me to cover today. I'm here to serve you. My name is Wayne. I like trading. I like investing. I love money. Money is not the root of all evil. In fact, if you want to do good in the world, you better get some money. Otherwise, it's all just good intentions. So anyways, money is leverage. Money is freedom. So anyways, I love money. So let's talk about making some, huh? Short-term, long-term, medium-term, scalp, spot, swing, trade, position, invest. We can cover all of it. Let me know how it can help. If you want to talk about macroeconomics, I have a degree in macroeconomics. Cool. If you want to talk technicals, I've been using technical analysis for over 20 years. Before that, I was a male supermodel. So this is my second career. Very cool. So let me know how it can help. If you look in the description below the video, and I forgot to bring up the what do you call it? The description. Let me see if I can do that. YouTube.com/Forex.Today. And then I got to go to the live. And then I got that. Oh, yeah, that wasn't too bad. There you are, everybody. That's you. And then I go to the more. Cool. Very nice. So, links for you to access resources that should positively impact your trading career. Start with the trustworthy and ethical foreign exchange broker, tradersway.com. I've been working with them 8 or 9 years. You should check out Investor Bootcamp. This will teach you technical and fundamental analysis. You want to learn how to trade? That's it. $88 solves that problem. Even touches it on the concepts of trader psychology as well. I built artificial intelligence that sits on the Amazon web cloud, Amazon cloud. And it's totally for free. I invested a lot of money into build the AI. And right now it doesn't work. Do you know why? You've been using it enough that it's run out of money. Yeah. So I have to make a decision. I don't know if you guys care. Amazon wants more money. See, I spend money and money and money and money and money and money. So you should check it out. If you do care, let me just pull that up. If you do care, click on the donate button and let me know. Pop some money in. Pretty simple. And thank you to those that have contributed. The technology is amazing, but if you don't use it, or if you don't care, then it's pointless, right? Hey, how about a free 90-minute lecture on fundamental analysis? The link is in the description below. How about a book called Strategic and Tactical Forex Trading? The link is in the description below. Free Forex trading course. The link is in the description below. So anyways, check out the description below the video. There's a lot of cool stuff. One thing I do want to point you to is the party. Okay, we have a party coming up. You should come to the party. Check this out. Here's our restaurant. This is where we're going to have dinner. You go into the lobby. This is in the interior of the restaurant. They have food there. You're going to like it. The food is quality. Wagyu steak. Not just steak, Wagyu steak. And then we're going to have our digestifs after dinner. Glass of wine or a cocktail. We're going to have our mixer there. And it's going to be nice and warm. Even though it's in Nashville, Tennessee in December, it's going to be nice and warm because it actually is indoors, which is kind of cool. So you should swing on by, honestly. Come have dinner with us. Okay. There's a couple of questions. Yen strength. Maybe, right? What do you think of this? Ever so slightly. Right? You see how you use these tools? Okay, sideways, sideways, sideways for a very long time, then a downtrend. The question is, longer term, is it going to continue down, or is this a correction period? Yeah, well, isn't that the whole point? That is the big question, isn't it? Yeah. Is it a top? Now, David says, was he wrong to buy the pound yen? Well, it depends on when you bought it, of course. What price? Okay. Did you buy it sort of in this area? No, then you're golden. Let's add a little more data to this chart. Okay. And so what do we have going on here on a smaller time frame? Okay. An obvious top and a potential reversal. Is that right? Yeah. So we know there's a top. Know that. Pretty obvious. Top. Then we have what could be, compared to this, a lower low. So now you drag this across, lower high. So for a bear, now we don't know if there are bears, but for a bear, okay, they're going to treat it like this. Right, David? So the question that you asked me, were you wrong to buy it? Well, it depends on how or why you bought it. So if you went out to a 4-hour like I did on the other version of this chart, I guess it was a 1 hour. No, was it a daily? Where was it? Well, let's go over like the right prices to buy this. Could you buy it down here? Yeah. So if you bought it down at 185, were you wrong? No. On a 4-hour chart, okay? Up, 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 down, down, buy, up, 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 down, down, buy, up, 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 up. So if you're going to buy it down here, is that wrong? No. Let's look at an hourly chart. Okay. Okay, this is great for intraday trading. Double bottom, higher high, what do you do? Buy the dip. Higher high, what do you do? Buy the dip. Higher high, what do you do? Buy the dip. Higher high, okay, what do you do? You buy the dip, okay? Now, notice that it's a vulnerable buy the dip because it's such a decline, it hits the 55. The 55 predicts a potential rollover. Not that it will, but that you could. Well, how does that make you feel in a situation like this? When you're near a top, anyways, well, then it sort of adds some weight, if you will. But, you know, if you're trading it north, is it wrong? No. But if you're buying like up here, yeah, then it's wrong. But if you bought a dip, the worst could be, you know, you'll take a loss, but not wrong. Oh, we got the Zambian connection today. Zambia's in the house. Yeah. Morning, Gregors. So, David, was that helpful? The answer is depends on where you bought it and what your intentions were. Uganda's in the house. Can we hear from South Africa or Kenya? What about Angola? Nothing can go wrong, go. I'm from the Congo. Ed's in Uganda. Don's in South Africa. It's Nigeria, right on. These are all places I'd love to visit. Ghana. Oh my gosh, I have so many stories of Ghana. Yeah, Ghana. Right on, man. No, it's just I know a lot of Canadians that have gone to Ghana to buy gold, and they have very interesting stories. Swaziland. Yeah, I love Swaziland. Do you still have that? There was a hotel in Swaziland where you were able, like, they would take you to your hotel by baby elephant or something like that. It just sounded cool. Swaziland. Now, what was wrong with calling it Swaziland? Well, I guess probably a revolution, right? The Swazis lost control. Yeah. Eswatini. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but I'm glad you changed it, I suppose. I get mad at companies, where companies say, hey, we're going to change our logo. I get mad as an investor. I'm like, really? Why? This is going to save your company. This is going to make a big difference. This is going to increase your return on investment. To change your logo, rebrand all your advertising, rebrand all your letterhead and all your business cards. All of them have to be redone. Really? Really? It was that necessary? All that has to be redone. Why? Right? So anyways, can you imagine doing that for a country? You got to change absolutely everything. You're like, really? Was it that necessary? But hey, if you don't like Swaziland, then whatever, huh? Hey, look, the cool thing about being king is you can do whatever you want. So, yeah, I'm not here to criticize it. I'm just saying when it comes to companies, I get really mad. And I really do. I'm like, dude, for a company, I'm like, that's a waste of time and money. You should get out there and make better products, provide better service. All right, so anyways, what do we got here? Well, we got, right, a potential here. Let's, like that, right? That's potential, isn't it? Oh, I just did it twice. Potentially, we don't know. But if it were going to develop a downside move, that would be it. Well, Greg, that's probably a good reason to change your logo. There's a funny video on YouTube, though, like top 10 worst logos of all time. And there were quite a few like religious charities that were, the charities were designed to, help children and families. But then you look at their logos and you're like, it screams pedophile. And you're like, oh no. Oh no. So anyways. Yep. So yeah, maybe that's a good one though, right, Greg? Did you choose the first logo? You're like, what's wrong? What's wrong with the thong? Yeah, I find them terribly uncomfortable. But anyways, to each his own. So a retracement, okay, or a reversal. How do you guys know if this is a retracement or a reversal? Okay. By the way, you see this? There used to be retail and pro. I took all the subscribers to retail and I upgraded every single subscriber to pro at no additional cost. You're welcome. There are no retail subscribers. You can't even subscribe to it anymore. But if you click it, it'll still work. But hey, retail traders, if you click on Pro, it will also work for you. So the question is, how do you know if like Euro Yen is going to be a reversal or Aussie Yen is going to be a reversal or not? And you pay money and join Quant Box. It's just that It's just that straightforward. Just because you don't know doesn't mean it's unknowable. Okay? So we can look and I guess we can just pick up Euro Yen. And what it shows is over the last 20 years, there's usually some up left. Okay, usually there's some uplift. The last 5 years, we've been vulnerable in this mid-November or late November, early December period. Ed says, look at the momentum. But Ed, you won't know that the momentum is reversed until it's reversed. And at that point, you don't know if it's a pullback, so you buy the dip, but you don't know if it usually reverses. So you want to look at seasonality. And what this actually says is over the last 20 years, we usually have 3 more weeks of up, followed by a couple of weeks of profit taking, and then one last rally. And Revelation says fundamental. That's not completely true either. This isn't fundamentals per se, because like the fundamentals, for example, Revelations would be like GDP in the Eurozone compared to GDP in Japan. What we're talking about now is market. The market. What does the market usually do? Now, over the last 20 years, fundamentals have changed in these two economies. What we're looking at is we're looking outside the scope of fundamentals, and we're looking at the market. We're analyzing the market. How does the market usually behave? Because there's a bigger cycle. The ebb and flow of capital around the world. For example, when wheat is harvested and when wheat is planted. Well, where in the world do these things happen? And so during harvest, you convert your asset, which is a truck full of grain, and you take it to a grain elevator and you sell it to them for money. And you convert, right, your grain into cash. Well, there's a normal time of year for that. Well, what about when do countries buy this grain from the elevator operators? When do the ships pull up to port and load up with wheat in exchange for cash? And now that's a foreign exchange. When does China usually buy the iron ore and coal? And that's irregardless of how are the economies doing. Now, a slow Chinese economy means they may not buy any iron ore or coal this year, or they'll buy less of it. That would be the fundamental. But when do they do it? Well, that's seasonal. Okay? And so you want to keep abreast of that. What is the normal ebb and flow of capital around the world? Quant Box can tell you that month by month, but actually week by week. And they can show you the shape of this asset class. Euro, yen. This is the shape of the year. Okay? So the bottom of the year is usually week 11. And we're getting close to a top in the next few weeks. Should we bail on it now? That's not what this chart says. But of course, every year is different. What I'm trying to provide to you is an easy access to the information. And maybe you care, and you care a lot, or maybe you don't care at all, and I can't do anything about that. I'd rather know, but that's me. I suppose I'll show you the other way to look at it. Okay, maybe this is more helpful. Okay. There's still some bullishness here. There's still some bullishness here. Okay. And retail is short. They've been short for a very long time, even though I guess they didn't realize that we have a seasonal rally. We also have yield curve control going on. So institutional, 2/3, 2 out of 3 institutions are long euro, and 85% are short yen. But our biggest concern is, are we at a point where this could all change. And Quant Box says, yeah, it could all change now, but it'll probably change in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So we've entered a window based on our truly quantitative analysis of both market and the economy, and to say like, this is possible. It's possible. What's probable based on 20 years of analysis? How about this? Okay. And so most people are just trying to figure out what's going to happen today. And you could be thinking weeks in advance and being prepared. The worst question you could ever ask as a trader is, hey, what's going on, fellas? Are we buying or selling? You've already lost. Okay? Someone else is significantly more prepared than you and is, well, going to destroy you. Okay? So by the time an amateur starts chasing this down, someone else will buy it back because they're already focused on next month. Okay? So under your rules of engagement, you might not be a buyer here. Well, it depends on your trading strategy. Are you a swing trader today or not? How many people are swing traders today? David said, what website is best to study seasonality? Yeah, quantbox.co. Okay, you guys are. All right, so here's two things that you would have planned last week. This is your selling price. This is your first buying price. This is your second buying price. Okay. So you might start to watch for something like this. And today, later today, probably not now, or definitely not now, but later today, you might be entering tomorrow's trade. Okay. This might not hold. That's why you wait. So then maybe it falls a little further, all the way down to 162.5. Cool. So now you wait for this. And what if it does this later today or tomorrow? Well, then you're going to try taking it north. Why? You told me you were a swing trader. Okay? Are you a swing trader? If you're a bear, this is obviously today's sell zone. This is obviously the sell price. You would have had this set. I have it set as a bull, so I wouldn't be selling this. If I was a bull, I wouldn't be selling that. So a bull needs a double bottom or a higher high so that they can buy higher lows. So that's either going to occur here or I don't buy it. Or it's going to occur further down. We get down to here and it does something similar. Double bottom, higher high, higher low, and then I buy it. If it doesn't do that, then I don't buy it. If you don't trade like that, you are not a swing trader. Okay? Okay, if you're a bear, you're going to have it set up this way. Pretty simple. This is a tool that I invented. And I paid somebody to program it. I own the intellectual property. It's mine. If you're a bear, it's just this easy. Look, there's the swing sell. Down, 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 up, up. This is the bearish selling zone. Sell. Okay, now we're down here, and this is tomorrow's selling zone. So later today, you might get one of these. And then the next day, something like that. And the next day, something like that. All the way down to your swing low target. Simple, basic, straightforward, nothing complicated. All these other lines on my chart are irrelevant, by the way. I don't care about this. Those are guides to help you see, are you in an uptrend or in a downtrend? Once you've made that decision, it's not relevant anymore. The only thing relevant is your decision-making process. Oh, I'm not going to be able to grab that. Well, maybe if I go out 4H, I'll get rid of it. Yeah. Cool. So the only decision that matters is, are you a bear? Everything else is irrelevant to me. If you're a bear and you've taken the course at Investor Bootcamp, shameless plug, pay the $88. My goodness. This is the selling price. This is the target. Okay? So bulls, this is your buy zone, bulls. I'm going to call that plan A. Bulls, this is your plan B. I have December already planned out. I'm done. You see, it's planned out. I'm done. Planned out. So when somebody walks into the room and says, hey, what's up, fellas? Are we buyers today or sellers? I'm going to win. Not because I'm arrogant, but because I'm prepared. I know exactly what I intend to do. And if I get the opportunity to do it, it'll probably work out in my favor. As it says in The Art of War, an honorable general is victorious because many plans were made. I focus on making the plan, not trading. So if it comes down to these price levels, and I get now we talk technicals, and then I get reversal patterns, I'm going to take a shot long, and I'll probably be successful. Why? I've identified support prices, and I confirm them with technical analysis. I also confirm them with seasonality and fundamentals and market sentiment. I'm probably going to win because many plans were made. Okay? Better than being reactionary. So again, I pose the question. I really want you to think about this because I'm here to coach you. I'm not here to put you into trades. Take care of your own money. What I said earlier is you need to decide. Is this a retracement? That means you buy the dip. Or is it a reversal? And that means take profit and get the hell out of the way. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. What's your decision, son? Okay. Yeah. Wow. Was that too bitchy? That was a little bitchy, wasn't it? Well, maybe the emotion gets the decision across. Okay. Now, there's a little thing right here. Let me highlight it. So I'm short. So does that mean the answer for Euro Yen is short? No. No, it does not. I'm short pound yen. Why? I don't like the pound. I got a top at a logical reversal price on an asset that I don't have bullish conviction for, and I got a reversal pattern at the top. So I took the shot. Now it might be down for 3 days and up for 3 weeks, or maybe this one never really heads up like Euro Yen. I think Euro Yen is more likely to go up if the market stays bullish. And if the market turns bearish, this one's going to fall a lot more than Euro Yen. This is not the Euro Yen. I've analyzed it economically and seasonally, and I use sentiment, and this is, right, technical analysis here. Then I get my lower low. I want to sell the lower high on the roll reversal. It rolls over to the downside. Yeah. Cool. Neat, right? So what I'm trying to get across is your technique of analysis. I want you to have good, solid analysis in your decision-making process. I don't want you to be reactionary. I don't want you to look for convoluted patterns and stupid technical indicators to make decisions for you. Because let me tell you this, your indicators don't make decisions for you. Okay? If it's very often described as the holy grail of technical indicators. Okay? It's an illusion. I don't know about the holy grail. The chalice of life. But looking for a technical indicator or a combination of technical indicators that makes decisions for you is an illusion. You're doing the wrong kind of work. You're thinking in the wrong kind of way. You are the one that is supposed to be making decisions. You're the one that's supposed to be creating the value. And you're the one that's supposed to be executing strategies with skilled tactics. And usually the path to that is having good information and the patience and discipline to carry out your strategic analysis tactically. Very basic questions like I pose to you, like, let me try to find the right time frame. Okay? Is this a top? Yes or no? Very basic question. Okay? And if you get it right, you'll be rewarded. And if you get it wrong, you'll probably break even. Okay? So right now, this is short and it's profitable. Doesn't mean it's going to win? No. A bull is going to buy a dip, and I've already explained this. Okay? Cool. Now, because this is more bearish compared to the euro, look at this. This is plan A. And this is plan B. This is way lower than the euro yen. Why? Pound is less bullish. So now you take this and say, well, if it's a little dip on euro yen, it might be a bigger pullback. Okay. Okay. But anyway, so last week I asked you to do research on yield curve control. I said it 2 or 3 or 4 times. I did it in my private trading groups. I did it here on YouTube. And so I don't know if you did, but the big risk that's not on this chart, of course, and that's not seasonal and isn't fundamental analysis of economic data, it is fundamental, is the end to yield curve control. The reason we do economics is to try to understand the next move of the central bank. Not even the one now. What is now is irrelevant. It's the near future that's relevant. So if in the near future yield curve control policy ends, this pound yen could drop 1,000 pips, regardless of things like seasonality. Remember, I showed you, what was it, 85% of institutional investors are short the Japanese yen? Well, what if yield curve control policy ends? Every single one of those institutional investors is going to take profit. The yen will skyrocket in value, and I shorted it at a double top on the last week of the year off of the MR2 with a lower low, lower high. Oh, it might be a genius trade. Yeah, I don't think so. It's just a trade. But my hope and wishes for you is more than just like, happiness. I want you to be happy. But I want you to also focus on planning your trades. I want you to always think about tomorrow, not today. If you don't have a trade plan for today, you've already failed. You've planned to fail. And if you do stuff like that, you're probably inconsistent at best. At best, the best you could hope for is inconsistency. Worse is you're just burning cash. So if you showed up today trying to figure out what you want to do, or maybe I'll tell you what to do. Oh my God, you've already lost. You're on a losing strategy already. The next thing that you should then change, well, you have to recognize it and say it. I'd even say it out loud and I would write it down. You need to do whatever you need to do to talk to yourself psychologically. To say the old you is a failed strategy and that you don't do that anymore. And so your job today is to figure out, well, it's Monday, so what's going to happen the rest of the week? And based on that, what do you want to do between today and tomorrow? So if you decide you want to be a bull, you're looking at this going, okay, it's not bullish now, but how will this turn bullish? Well, this is a bullish price on the monthly swing. This is a bullish one on the monthly swing. What about weekly? Can we throw in a weekly? Heck yeah, we can. So you can go indicators, custom. Okay, throw down my bias pivots. Let's do bullish mode because you said you're a bullish. Let's do all of next week. Let's throw that down. Okay, good. So let me show you how to do it better. You're interested around this price and around this price. And you're going to buy it today or tomorrow. And you're going to take it north to this area, 190, maybe 191. So you are planning your week. So let's say around 187.5, you're thinking about buying it, taking it to 191. If it comes down to 186.5, you're going to take it up to 190. 190.5. And now you have planned things in advance. So you're interested in those prices. Now you can mark these prices. So I would put that as a first one and that one. You're like, but Wayne, what about why did you say those prices? I made a decision. That's all. Cool. Now let's go back to my bias pivots. And let's do day trading now. Okay. You're a bull. I can't change that. And right now, it's saying, oops, this is the buying prices right now. So it seems like it's a little vulnerable. probably, if we are right, it'll be down today and up tomorrow. And then if you're really right on the swing, you'll be able to get buy the higher high, higher low, buy the dip back to the moving averages. So the moving averages will end up kind of like fizzling out like that. That one will flex a little bit, and this one will stay the course. And off you go, HOTTOGO. Okay. King says, tell myself I need to plan was the hardest thing. Yeah, it's not where people start, is it? Reading the reports are hard. Well, I do that every week at Investor Boot Camp now. I read the reports with you. I also give you all the links to the report. So a lot of people are like, well, I'm willing to do the work, but I don't know where to go and I don't know what to read. I've solved all those problems for you. Yeah. Okay. So I want you to think about this the rest of the day. Is this a top? Is this our future? Once you make a decision, technical analysis is easy. Because if you've decided you're going to be a bear, and I don't really care how you make the decision. Now, I prefer you use proper tools like Quant Box. Quant Box takes out all the guesses and gives you confidence because you're informed. But whatever, you decide you're a bear on this. Sweet. Now, the only thing you need to do is sell lower highs. What's so complicated about that? Why do you make it so complicated? Are you trying to impress people? There's a hero badge you get to wear? Look how complicated I made it. No, if you're a bear, sell lower highs. You might as well just use daily pivot points. Right? So I go back to my indicators, biased pivot points. This is the genius in this tool, is it's so simple. I programmed it so that you have to tell it, are you a bull or are you a bear? It's not like an oscillator that goes from bullish to bearish to bullish or bearish and bullish and bearish. Stop doing things like that. Ridiculous. Instead, make a decision. Are you the boss or are you not the boss? You make a decision. You're like, I'm a bear. So give me daily trade plans as a bear. Cool. And now all you have to do is follow the rules of engagement I give you at Investor Boot Camp when I teach you how to trade properly. Okay? So let's get rid of monthly pivot points. I'll delete that. Boop. We'll get rid of the price action pivot points. Boop. Let's simplify everything. I'm going to leave these here because it's important to know where the bulls are going to buy. If you're going to be a good bearish trader, you need to know where the bulls are. Okay? So, this is an aggressive trade if you're short. Oh, I'm short. Yeah, well, I'm aggressive on this trade. This market is not bearish yet. Okay, so I have this little trade here. What's the next move as a bear? Here's today's target. That creates a lower low. So what do you do now? You sell the lower high. I've already explained all of this. Your only job now, if you're a bear, is wait for a lower high. I sold a lower high. It's dangerous because on this time frame, the market hasn't reversed yet. But I also know using my analysis that that is the top. That's what my tools told me. That is a top. It is a top. So to sell a lower high off of a top, it's aggressive, but it's not the dumbest trade I've ever done. Great. So let's plan tomorrow. And this is your genius now. This is your value creation. This is your salvation. This is your righteous path. If we make a lower low and hit this target at 187, this area here will fall because it's still doing the math. And it'll fall, and somewhere near this price zone is where it'll settle. So if you see it make a lower low today, then as a bear, you might get an opportunity today, not tomorrow, today, to do a trade like this. If that doesn't work, what happened? Well, this is the importance of understanding price action and support and resistance, is that I've already explained there's a whole, a whole bunch of bulls right there. So if you short now and it does this, my trade will bust out break even. But if you're a bear, you probably won't get a trade set up to sell tomorrow. And you were wrong and didn't lose money. Okay. The other thing is, well, if it is right, we'll get a short and we'll probably get down to here tomorrow. So by Wednesday, bears should consider maybe taking some profit. Now, why would we do that? Because this is a good opportunity for bulls to buy the dip. That's why I asked you today, is this a dip or a reversal? Is it a pullback or a reversal? So you got to know where bulls will buy the dip. Bulls are thinking about it right now. Buying it here at 187.5. And 186.5 is where all the bulls are. And if they don't reverse the market to the upside here or here, they're not going to do it. Okay? That means they took profit at here at the top like they were supposed to, and they're already on Christmas vacation. Okay? They're already in the Caribbean getting suntans. Unless they're from the Caribbean. Then they're in New York City learning how to skate in front of Rockefeller Center, and on that evening they're going out to see Hamilton. Yeah. Don Pablo says, does this risk-off trade also apply to USD pairs? Well, it's actually a yield curve control issue. If we're going to do risk-on, risk-off, this is up. That's why I said a week ago for people to start doing research on yield curve control policy. Okay. Cool. Now, once again, and I covered this at Quant Box this morning, you have every right to be worried about risk off appearing. You're just several weeks early. And you should know, based on quantitative analysis, when to be worried and when not to be worried based on what's usual. Well, that's why I developed a tool that powerful. Imagine you're managing a spreadsheet of relative change week by week going back 20 years. And then compiling them. Is this an up week or a down week? It's an up week. I know that. Okay? Oh, so everyone here should know that. After 20 years of week 47 tends to be an up. Does it have to be up this week? No. But it helps you answer, is this a pullback or a reversal? You could say, well, it might be a reversal, but this is almost always an up week. So I'm going to play it like it's a pullback. Now, if that strategy fails and it falls further, you immediately stop until you get another bullish signal. What most people do wrong, okay, is this. Let me do it differently. Okay. Buy, 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 buy. So you might as well say bye-bye to your money. Okay. At this point, you should stop buying. Stop buying. Stop buying. And you ignore every little rally until you get a higher low. Because, as I was saying earlier, if you're a bear, you only sell lower highs. Why does it need to be more complicated than that? Well, if you're a bull, you only buy higher lows. Why does it need to be more complicated? It doesn't need to be more complicated. Okay? So what I need you to do is be the risk on or risk off person. You're the one that needs to make that decision. MACD won't do it for you. Stochastics won't do it for you. Elliott Wave doesn't do it for you. None of that. You need to make a decision, and then you carry out the strategy. If you pick the right strategy, you will probably be victorious. If you pick the wrong strategy, you probably won't get trade setups. But logging into your account and firing off a bunch of trades is nearly guaranteed failure. And if you don't believe me today, someday you will. I know. I've been doing this a long time. And how many people have I coached in 20 years? 10,000? 20,000? Seen a lot of success, but I've seen a hell of a lot more failure. So there's no need for you to repeat what everyone else has already perfected. Richard, yes, it actually tells you. It'll tell you, today is risk on, sell the yen, buy the Aussie. And yeah, it actually says that, yeah. It'll say buy the euro. Today is risk on. This week is risk on. This month is risk on. Buy the euro, sell the yen. Yes, Oscar. Yeah. I talked to Ryan last week for 2 hours. Saw him this morning. Yeah. I agree, Oscar. You know, I've been blessed to have really powerful, unusual people. And I mean that in the best way. Mediocrity to me is a sin. So these are I've been blessed to have very unmediocre, very unusually successful people associated with my work. Ryan, for sure. David Pegler, for sure. Kurt Worley, for sure. Rob Helene, yeah, although I think he hates my guts, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I don't know if he hates my guts, but we didn't part on good ways. And then when he left, he said bad things. I'm like, really? But whatever. Still think good person. So, wow, amazing. Amazing people. Amazingly unusual people. Yeah. 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 David, just an amazing person, right? Kurt Worley, an amazing person. Right? Ryan, an amazing person. Yeah. What a blessing. But I guess I can answer more specifically the question, right? Is that right, Tim? Has it been that long? That's really cool. Let me answer Richard's question. Can Quant Box... Yeah, so look, it's really simple. Look how wonderful this is. Okay. All right, so today, the market's just opening, and it's opening just slightly bearish. So day traders, for example, should lean slightly bearish. Okay, so you're bullish the yen, and you're bullish the dollar. Slightly. And so you would sell pound yen, for example. Now, I can't have a giant list of 19 things right here. So you have to be able to know that if you're selling euro and you're selling Aussie and you're selling CAD, you're selling Kiwi, okay, you're selling pound, right? But okay. So I am short pound yen right now and making money. So it's me. I reverse the entire market into bearishness. Or maybe there's just profit taking. Yeah. Okay, cool. But longer term, it's ever so slightly bullish. So swing trading versus day trading. So what I have set up for you right now is I'm short pound yen, but euro yen could do this. Well, how do I get to information like that? Well, longer term is risk on, shorter term is risk off. Medium term, undecided. Too early in the week, and last week was thin because of the holidays. So yeah, Richard, it does. Yeah, it tells you what to buy, what to sell, or at least what to look at, how to set up your trades. And then it shows you how you got there. Okay, so VIX is up slightly today. Yen is strong, slightly strong today. Gold is slightly strong today. S&P 500 is flat. Dollar's flat. Yields are falling. Okay? Not by much, but it's happening. And so it's ever so slightly. Okay, turning. Oops, forgot about that. I got to get a better process. Okay. Moving on to a new topic. How many people here want to manage money for a living or want to know how to manage your personal wealth when it comes to long-term investments into things like equities and bonds? You might be a Forex trader, but what about your retirement account? What about your family money? What about your legacy money? Money that you're going to leave to your great-grandchildren because you couldn't spend in your lifetime the money that you accumulated. What does gold usually do? Pay the money, Abdullah, pay the money. Go to quantbox.co, pay the money. It'll cost you $8 to sign up for, right? It'll cost you $8 to sign up for a trial. Okay? Due now, $7.90. Hey there, my name is Wayne McDonald. I am the founder of Quant Box, and I want to thank you for taking the trial. Now, I'm a trader and investor, so I know you're going to love this, but I built Quant Box because I wanted a way to automate all my macroeconomic research. I can't hear. So you have a Harvard degree in macroeconomics, and getting all this data and organizing and compiling it and then making decisions from it was just an arduous task. You have to go into private and public databases like the Federal Reserve, pull the data right out there. Then you have to crunch and organize and put it together a way that a human mind can understand. And it's super complicated, but incredibly powerful. So what I've done with your $7.90 trial, I'm going to also include a macroeconomics course so that you understand the broad concepts of why money moves around the world. Now, I think the course is about 16 hours long. That's included with your trial. And then on top of that, there's a lot of statistical things. For example, the scatter plot. It saves a ton of time, but if you don't know what a scatter plot is, it can be confusing and overwhelming. So I've also given you a course. I think it's only, an hour or two on statistical analysis, but it'll help you understand all these different tools that QuantBox has. So again, thank you for taking the trial. I know you're going to enjoy it, and I want you to stick with it. So anyways, welcome to QuantBox. Yeah, boy. Anyways, pay the $8. Yeah, you'll get a $300 training course for your $8. Yeah. Cool. Right on. All right, taking a look at the world today. Okay. Oh. Did we just talk about this exact same trade setup on Euro Yen? Uh-huh. So it could double top and then drop into a buy zone? Uh-huh. Yeah. Did we plan this out early last week? Uh-huh. When we were here? Uh-huh. And then it dropped into the buy zone. Uh-huh. Then it double topped on the monthly R3. Uh-huh. Oh. So we could have a swing from the weekly M3 down to here, which is the weekly S2 at 108. Uh-huh. And then you're saying there's potential for it to reverse and head back up based on things like seasonality. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what we talked about, I don't know, 5-6 days ago. It's all there, guys. It's all there. It's all there. So there are plenty of people on YouTube that are probably way more interesting than me. They got way more views, and they'll put you into trades for you, and you'll never learn how to trade. You'll just be sitting watching YouTube because you've never learned how to make a decision. I love you too much to treat you like a child. So I'd rather, even if I have to slap you in the face every once in a while, I'm here for hugs. I'm a teddy bear. I'm a gummy bear. The warm kind, like the kind in your pocket, right? Yeah. But every once in a while, it's like, dude, you got to make decisions. And I feel it's my job to point out when the decisions need to be made, what the decisions are, how you could possibly get to making a decision, and then how to behave appropriately based on your decision. Okay? And the average YouTuber probably doesn't do any of that stuff. I don't know. But I read somewhere that 86% of billionaires make their beds every day. I think my wife read that. She says, "You better be happy. You better thank me." And I'm like, "Why?" "Because you get your bed made for you every day." Nice. But we should have a basic qualification of if you're going to be an investment guru on YouTube. If you can't even get your bed made every day, if you don't actually have the discipline to have your bed made every day, then you probably don't have any discipline at all. Now that's harsh for me because I don't think I've ever made a bed. I tried once. My wife yelled at me. The thing is, I was smart enough to marry someone that will do it. And apparently it's a leading indicator of how wealthy you're going to be. But it's interesting to find out that it's true. Somebody needs to sweat the details. If you don't sweat the details, you need to get somebody on your team to sweat the details. You think success comes from loosey-goosey? No. It's kind of funny, huh? Yeah. So anyways, I want you to succeed. I'd love to hear your success stories. I'm here every single day. And this is going to be a good week. We have enough news like PCE. We have good news that will keep the markets rolling. I hope you use Investor Bootcamp to learn how to use things like price action. Like for example, all this stuff I've done for you, if you're like, man, this is amazing. Really? No, it's not. It's not amazing. But you do need to know this stuff. Okay? You do need to know basic rules of engagement. You don't need to have a lot of indicators, but the indicators you have, you need to know how to use them. But every single indicator you have is worthless if you haven't made a decision of being a bull or a bear. Every single technical indicator you have is worthless if you haven't made a decision. So how do you make a decision? Price action for technical analysis, must have. And then, do you think you need to understand money if you're going to be a Forex trader? Yeah. Most people don't understand money. Most people don't realize that money moves to Australia at certain times of the year to buy iron ore and coal. That's why the Aussie gets strong. or it doesn't get strong in the case of the lack of that demand. So should you know fundamentals? Some people say no. I think that's wrong. So there you go. I think you must know price action. And I think you must know fundamentals. And from there, you can grow to become a complete trader with patience and discipline and skill. And then over time, you'll say, I need additional tools to help me anticipate price action. You can have 15 tools and not understand price action, you will lose money. Those tools are worthless. You don't understand how the market moves. So why do you need a tool if you don't know how to drive? Getting a faster car, better tires, a better exhaust, put in premium gas. You don't know how to drive. Okay, so you got to know price action. And then you find out adding different indicators helps you identify, is this a lower high? Because you're a bear. So the only thing you need a tool for is to answer one question. Is this a lower high? 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 Okay. The tools also help you discern where would a bull buy. Where's the threat as a bear? A bull would buy here, a bull would buy here, and a bull would buy here. Is that useful information if you're a bear? Oh my God, nothing else matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. Anyways, awesome, right? Thank you so much for being part of the Forex.Today YouTube community. I appreciate seeing your smiling face every morning. On the way out, can you click the thumbs up button? And I will see you shortly. Cheers.